talk about your written proposal, all right? It is required that all written proposals are soft-bound, i.e. you can fold it, and we do encourage you guys to do a spiral binding, as you see here. Make sure that your written proposal also has a table of contents, and from that table of contents you have tabs throughout your written proposal. We want to make it easy for your judges to navigate through the written. Let's also remember to keep our written neat and clean. Make sure you don't have any loose leaves in there. Make sure everything's attached either via the spiral binding or with glue or tape. Right here we have a good example of how to properly space your written. Make sure it's neat and make sure that font's readable. Here you see a nice colorful diagram of your restaurant setup. This is a good use of color and design of what your decor is going to look like. And this is a great example of your organizational chart. Ensure that your visuals are good. You want to make sure that you're using good use of color, good spacing throughout, both with the text and your images. Please remember to have your school name on the back outside cover. Make sure you read those rules and understand the rules, and that your written follows each rule as it's outlined in your rule guide. Let's discuss your visual display. Remember that the background color should be something that ties in with your restaurant concept, and that the visual display should tell us by looking at it what your restaurant's all about. Ensure that your font's easy to read. Ensure that you have samples of what your restaurant decor is going to look like. Paint swatches, fabric pieces, piece of wood. Remember, 3D is encouraged, but needs to stay within the dimensions of the rules. So please read your rules. Remember, the most important part here is to be creative and to ensure that your visual is an example of what your restaurant's going to look like if you were to open it. All right, let's discuss critical thinking. Remember to introduce yourself to your judges. Hi, I'm Michael. Hello, I'm Michael. Remember to always listen to the judge and their question. If you don't understand the question, ask it to be repeated. And take your time with your team to confer and come up with a concise answer. Remember when answering your questions to make eye contact with your judges and to give the answer with authority.